None. Absolutely zero. Let's take a look at the situation with Haley Smith. Why did Brian Farmer get stabbed in the side of the fucking head? Because his dumbass wanted to make, a female happy. Oh, she doesn't like Dino. She's pissed off at Dino. She doesn't want Dino to leave. So it's okay for Brian Farmer and Jared Wallace to try to yank Dino out of his fucking vehicle. Well, in my personal opinion, and as much as I like them, they had it coming. When you're gonna prevent a man from leaving, you're gonna yank him out of his fucking vehicle. You're goddamn right, he has every fucking right to stab your dumb ass in the side of the fucking head. You wanna do fucking evil shit to man over a set of titties? Haley Smith is not a fucking human being. She's a goddamn monster with no accountability. How much time did Haley Smith spend in prison for what she did? She went out of her way to create the situation that got Dino put in prison for defending his life. Now, those of you who want to go, oh, well, he stabbed him with a knife. Well, fuck you. There was 3 people. 3! 3 people on Dino. He stabbed one in the kitchen. That's right, in the house. He stabbed one person in the kitchen. Stabbed one person at the corner of the house. He stabbed one of them right by the fucking truck. God damn, but it's Dino's fault, isn't it? Dino tried to do the right thing. Dino tried to leave. Okay? That's for starters. Why wasn't he allowed to leave? Because of a set of fucking tits. Every set of tits in America, and I'm not talking about the human being attached to it. I'm talking about the American way. Yeah, sure, it might be an evil person mentally. It might be a good person mentally, but what you see is tits. She can't be the victim. She's got tits. He's got to be the fucking predator. He doesn't have any tits. Try applying that to cattle, asshole. So we got this Me Too bullshit. God damn. No victim left behind, huh? Unless it's a male. You'll help a female predator. And you do often and frequently. You know, most of the men out here who are homeless for the same reason as most women. Fleeing abuse. Yeah, that's right, folks. Fleeing abuse. Now then, we've got this situation where Natalie Bollinger and Alicia Bollinger wanted to start some rumors because they were embarrassed. Oh, poor fucking you. You got people fucking killed, dumbass. Natalie Bollinger was not the first person killed over the situation with Natalie Bollinger. And she wasn't the last person killed over the situation with Natalie Bollinger. When she was shot in the head and people wanted to blame me for it, morning! I'll be over in just a minute. I'm recording a video. Anyway, Natalie Bollinger did not deserve to get her fucking head blown off. She didn't. What she deserved is for the child molesting fuck, her dad, to be locked up in prison where he fucking belongs. Who is it that raped the shit out of Natalie? That's right, her own fucking dad. And 80% of all child molestation cases, it's the dad. When you're walking down your street and you see a homeless person and you point them out to your kids, walking hand in hand with your children, saying, stay away from those people, they probably touch kids. And who is it statistically who is actually going to do that? The very father that's holding that child's hand. We also come to find out that although the majority comes from one parent or another as far as child molestation goes, that 80% isn't just fathers, it's one parent or the other. You know why it's one parent or the other? Because although we don't choose to hold women accountable, and we choose to slap them on the wrists, that's right. Like when you claim, oh, well, it's not rape. I can't rape a man. He was the one who got it up. Really? Really? So if you're lubed up downstairs, does that make it okay to rape you? You fucking piece of shit. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ, you're morons. Now, why is it that Dino was forced into a situation where he had to stab people to death to get away with his life? That was all over, like I said, a set of tits. The situation with Natalie Bollinger. Didn't matter who was right or wrong. It didn't matter what the evidence showed. What mattered is that I don't have tits, so I can't be a victim. And then, of course, there's the mentally ill tag. Now, no matter how many times you try claiming that I'm a bad person because I'm mentally ill, Joseph Michael Lopez is the one who put that 9mm through Natalie Bollinger's brain, now wasn't he? That's right. But here we are. Here we are 6 years after this goddamn event started. Having to go to women for help. That's, well, fucking stupid. Don't ask women for help. Do not ask a group of people who are not held accountable for a goddamn thing for help. They are as far removed from reality as it can possibly fucking get. And then you get to see how all of them play on it. Every woman in America knows they can play on it. Even Amanda DeMette and Megan Misgatis want to play on it. Well, that's fine. Hello, ma'am. How many people have I raped and molested in my lifetime? That'd be a grand total of 0. 0 people in all this time have come forward to claim that I was a child molester or a rapist. 0 victims. 0, not a single fucking one. But the predators I'm turning in have a history of abuse against children. Some of them physical, some of them sexual, and some of them neglect. When it comes to an at-risk adult, that neglect is the big one. That's what I have to deal with. I'm a man, so it's okay for you to ignore the abuse against me because I'm a man. I have a penis, so that makes it okay. And that's not sexist? Oh, contraire, mon frère, that's very sexist. Kind of like telling me I need to keep my nose out of women's issues, and then you want to pop up about how I owe it to you to vote the way that you want me to and to fight for your beliefs. You know what? There are a lot of women who agree with even in cases of rape and incest, even if it's someone who's underage, there are women who think that it was God's will. Oh, really? Well, then God's a piece of shit, isn't he? God wanted your dad to rape you. That's what you're telling me? God wanted these fathers to be fucking perverts and rape their own goddamn kids? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, when you want to use religion as an excuse for goddamn anything, keep in mind the only reason I am not slapping you across the face with a handful of my own feces is because you're not worth a shit. A lot of people after the fact wanted to play stupid. Well, you can go ahead and play stupid. I already recorded it, stupid. So the stuff that you want to claim is slandering your name, since it came out of your mouth, yeah, you slandered yourself, bitch. But then again, we get to see the difference between the male bitches in that scenario and the female bitches in that scenario. Extreme narcissism. When a woman can't win an argument, she goes straight for your penis size or your intelligence. Why is it that so many people on Becca Lott's, bullshit page, why is it that so many of them want to make fun of my penis? I mean, they don't have any valid points whatsoever. They haven't made any. It's just insults. That's how we teach girls to do things. A girl starts the fight and a man is expected to finish it. Case in point, Haley Smith. Case in point, a whole lot of other people. Lumineers, huh?
Yes, sir.
For those of you who don't know, that's a band. I'm more of a fan of the Decemberists, but... And they sharpen up their cleavers and their knives. Wonderful song. Guess who it was that turned me on to that song? Jamie Curtis, another extreme narcissist I know. The most narcissistic people I know are people like Jamie Curtis. Jamie Curtis was an ugly duckling. Had a big old gap between her teeth. People made fun of her. But I was her friend. Mostly because I worked for her grandma. But that's neither here nor there, is it? When did Jamie turn into a twisted, manipulative fucking cunt? Well, that was when she got her braces taken off and she was pretty now. That's right. You wouldn't think that looks would make that much of an impact on how someone treats others. Or how other people treat you based on your looks can affect your personality so greatly. When she was an ugly duckling, she wasn't really a social butterfly or anywhere near a social butterfly. You know, she was just glad if somebody talked to her. But after getting her braces off and everybody's hitting on her and everybody wants to beat the hell out of her hot box, well, goddamn, she ate that up. She went out and fucking played that for all it's worth and continues to do so to this day. And there are no consequences for her. With James is, slightly mad at her, but of course he's wanting to make excuses for her because she's pretty, she's the female, and I'm not. That's right, you will make excuses for female predators. You will tell male victims things like, oh, well, you should just be glad that you got laid. Whoa, you're a stud. You had sex with an older woman. Great. You know who perpetuates rape society? It's not the men in our society. It's the women. The women perpetuate the rape society by having the same mentality as the men that they're bitching about, and by pushing that bullshit onto the wrong men. Your boyfriend beats the shit out of you. You call up somebody like me to rescue you. I rescue you. You get lonely, you go back to the dick who beat on you. And then it's men's fault, men's fault, men's fault. No. It was the man who beat you's fault the first time he beat you. At that point, when you come to me for help, I got the choice to look away. I can look away if I so choose, can't I? Of course, if I do that, then I am responsible for every time he assaults you after that. If I rescue you and you go back, that's your fault. If your husband is beating you up 10 times a year for the last 10 years, there is only one of those assaults that is not your fault, and that's the first one. Every time your husband beats you after that, it's your fault for being there. You want to say that's sexist? No, the fuck it's not. That's the reality for men now, fucking isn't it? Don't fucking bullshit me, stupid. Don't fucking lie to me, and don't pretend that because you have tits that you should be allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. Don't pretend to me that because you got a set of tits that I have to do everything you want right when you want it. And don't pretend that just because you got a set of tits that after 6 years 6 years of you not keeping your word, that I'm throwing a tantrum because I didn't get my way. Well, holy fucking shit. You can't demasculate me by pretending I'm a woman. Now, do we have this problem with all women? No, there are plenty of foreign women in this country who are decent folks. They weren't trained to hate men, to blame everything on men, and to take no responsibilities for their choices or their actions. Haley Smith should be in prison, not Dino. Dino and his family should have filed a wrongful death suit against Haley Smith, along with Brian Farmer's family and Jared Wallace's family. Their sons are dead because they were stupid. They're not dead because Dino fucking stabbed them. They're dead because they tried to yank that man out of his fucking vehicle. And yeah, at that point, they might very well fucking kill you. This is a brown guy getting fucking yanked out of his vehicle by some white guys over a woman. Yes, that very commonly, often, and frequently does result in the death of a male victim. Dino is not the predator. Dino stabbed Brian Farmer in the side of the fucking head because Dino had it coming. Sorry, ma'am. I'm gonna tell you, if somebody yanked me out of my vehicle like that, would I stab them? No, I don't carry weapons. I don't carry knives. I don't carry guns. I'm not a bitch. If you need weapons and a fucking army of trolls to try to shit on one disabled man's life, Jesus fucking Christ, you've got no morality. No, we're not friends. You're an idiot.